Eala comes from 4-0 down, advances to quarterfinals in Abu Dhabi Open. Eala's night in Abu Dhabi unfolded like a test of nerve, belief, and sheer stubborn will. And by the end of it, she had authored one of the most dramatic wins of her young career. Down a set, staring at a 4-0 hole in the decider and later saving match point, the Filipina star refused to yield, rallying past Aliaksandra Sasnovich in a gripping 2-6. 6-4, 7-6-5, escape that stretched nearly 3 hours and left the pro-Filipino crowd roaring in disbelief. The match began ominously for Eala. Sasnovich dictated from a baseline in the opening set, losing just 6 points on serve, winning every first serve point and never facing a break. For long stretches, Eala was reduced to chasing shadows as the Belarusian reeled off 9 straight service points and cruised to a 1-set lead. Even when Sasnovich broke early in the second set, the contest seemed to be slipping away, until it suddenly wasn't. Eala began to tilt the balance to persistence rather than power, repeatedly extending rallies and forcing errors. She earned 11 break points in the set, capitalizing on a sharp rise in Sasnovich's unforced mistakes. After a bruising 66 minutes, Eala finally broke in the final game to level the match and reignite the atmosphere inside the stadium. What followed was chaos. Sasnovich surged again in the decider, breaking early and racing to a 4-0 lead in just 17 minutes, briefly silencing a crowd that had carried Eala all night. When Eala faced another break point that would have made it 5-0, the margin between survival and surrender all but vanished. She chose survival, not after falling behind 5-2, not when she faced match point, not even when Sasnovich served at 5-4 with the finish line in sight. Eala clawed her way back, point by point, pressure by pressure, until she stood at 6-5 ahead and daring her opponent to respond. Sasnovich did, forcing a tiebreak, but the momentum had already shifted. Trailing 5-4 in the breaker with the match once again on Sasnovich's racket, Eala produced her boldest stretch of tennis, winning the final 3 points to complete a comeback that stunned both her opponent and the packed stands. "These moments are moments I only have dreamed about," Eala said afterward. "Selling out stadiums is insane, and being in matches like this are the ones that really stick with you. I've had a lot of them in the past year, so I'm really happy with this win." The victory sends Eala into the quarterfinals of the Abu Dhabi Open, where she will meet second seed Ekaterina Alexandrova. It is already her 5th career quarterfinal appearance at the WTA Tour driven by Mercedes-Benz level, a statistic that only hints at how quickly she is learning to survive and thrive in matches that demand more than clean winners. Even the numbers underline the improbability of the comeback. Eala won the match despite capturing 10 fewer total points than Sasnovich, leaning instead on resilience, timing, and a refusal to accept defeat when it loomed closest. "I really tried my best in those moments to fight," Eala said. "I tried to find the fight, and in the end, when I was coming back, I was able to find it." On a night when the odds tilted sharply against her, Eala didn't just find the fight. She turned it into another defining chapter of her rise.